Okay, so we're back with another Foundation Friday video. So we're going to be doing a full-on review and foundation wear test with, of course, my girl, WYN Beauty. I just realized I cracked my foundation. I don't even know how I did it. Okay, so this is WYN Beauty. Y'all know WYN Beauty is only sold at Ulta Beauty. And of course, I believe WYN Beauty website, like obviously, yes. Right now, I don't know clearly or fully yet, but I think they're going to discontinue WYN Beauty because the whole entire line is 50% off at Ulta. And usually when brands have their whole entire line, either it's going to be discontinued from the Ulta website, or maybe they're just cleaning out, maybe there's just too much like overstock is what I'm thinking. I'm hoping it's just that case, but I really don't want them to get rid of this brand because I really like a lot of the products from this brand. So yeah, like I'm looking at the website, the foundation is almost at a 4-star. Like it's literally a 4-star. It's almost at a 5-star. It's a 3.9. So anywho, this is the Hydrating Skin Enhancing Tint SPF 30 foundation. This is available in 36 different shades. And a little bit of what they're describing this foundation is supposed to be. They said WYN Beauty award-winning Futuring You Hydrating Skin Tint SPF 30 enhance skin with flexible light coverage and a natural finish. Formulated with invisible sun protection for all skin tones and a hyaluronic acid complex that helps your skin hydrate. That helps keep your skin hydrated for up to 72 hours. And like I said, it's available in 36 shades. So this is a lightweight, as they stated, lightweight. So if you're looking for a full coverage foundation, this is not going to give you that. And I feel like a lot of people did not understand that, and they were critiquing this foundation for the sake of that. I'm like, I can see if it says it's supposed to be full coverage and then it's not full coverage, but it literally says it's a lightweight skin tint. I know a lot of brands put the word skin tint in it, and then there'd be a full-on foundation, nothing tinted about it. It's like it's a foundation. But I think WYN Beauty understood the word tint. To me, a tint is just a light, super light tint on the complexion. It should not be a full-on foundation, because if you're looking for a full-on foundation and you're shopping in tinted products, tinted foundations, you're in the wrong spot. If you want a full-on foundation, get a full-on foundation. But anything with the word tint, it's truly supposed to be what it's supposed to stay for. A light tinted to your complexion. It's just supposed to help blur out your skin. Even complexion, like that's geared what a tint foundation is geared for. Like there's tinted moisturizer. It's just supposed to tint and give you a slight full even complexion. That's it. I just feel like a lot of brands who use the word tint and then giving us full on foundation is confusing other brands when they come out with a tint foundation. They're like, well, it's not full coverage. It's not supposed to be full coverage. So this has SPF in it, so I'm not gonna put no SPF in it. So I feel like when I wear this foundation, I have my SPF already in it. Hyaluronic acid is going to restore the skin, water balance, and locks in your moisture. So if you are a dry girl, I feel like this is definitely the foundation for you. If you're someone who don't like foundation and you're looking for something super light onto the skin, this is gonna be for you. Okay, so I even like this foundation, even coming from a girl who is a full coverage girl when it comes down to my makeup. But being that it's been so hot lately, like I have been looking more towards my lightweight tinted type of foundations. I will say, if you are a full coverage girl, how to make this foundation work for you: concealer. Get you a nice full coverage concealer and you'll be set. The concealer is going to balance everything out to make it look like you have on a full balanced foundation. Because I see a lot of people who wear just concealer and don't go in with foundation. This is kind of the same thing. Because it's such a light foundation, it's kind of like the same method. So just go ahead and apply your nice thick concealers that you guys go in with. This is going to give you that same no makeup look, I'm telling you. Okay, so anywho, let's go ahead and get into it. So I paired this foundation with multiple primers. My favorite primer to pair this with is a gripping primer, and let me tell y'all why. Being that this foundation is so lightweight, I want to put on something that's going to gravitate and it's going to grab on and hold on to this foundation, because it's such a lightweight, especially if you're trying to build her up and get a little bit more coverage. I'm telling y'all, go in with a gripping primer. Now, I've tried a couple of gripping primers that I felt like did not go with this. I tried it with the Maybelline Grippy, loved it. Wasn't my favorite, but I loved it. I tried it with the Milk Primer. No, I think the formulation with the primer with the foundation, it did not agree. I felt like every time I tried to like blend out my foundation, it was picking up the product because the Milk Grip was gripping too much. So you don't need a super sticky, grippy primer, because I feel like if you do that, being that it's such a lightweight tinted foundation, it's going to pick up. So I felt like what was the best gripping primer that worked for me, Revolution. This is the Revolution Super Fix. Not only is this a nice gripping primer, it literally says it on here, this is without the gripping. It says super grip without the grip. This right here. So this is a gripping primer without the grip filling. I know it's kind of confusing, and I was very confused about that too, but you can feel kind of like the stickiness, but it's not like grippy. But once you put whatever on, it's going to stick to where it's not going to budge. But what I really like about this primer is that it's going to smooth out your complexion. So being that we're going in with a super lightweight foundation, you want something that's going to blur out the skin to kind of make it go perfect together. And I think this is like the perfect combo. So let me go ahead and combo this up so I can show you guys a wear test on this. And this does have like a watermelon scent to it. So if you, so if you're someone who is sensitive to scent, I would say probably stay away from this one, because I can definitely smell her the moment I put her on the face. But once I go in with like my other products, it's like it's clear, it's good, you know. I forgot to tell you guys the price point of this. This was originally $29, which is a really affordable price to me, especially coming from trying out very expensive foundation, and this was considered to be a prestige brand too. This was like a really affordable brand, but right now, like I said, it's 50% off. So now you can get this foundation for $14.50. So I'm gonna let that dry down just a tad bit. Now for my T-zone area, because I am an oily combo girl, so I would say oily combo, oily girls, definitely you can get away with using this gripping primer. Just add something around your oily areas, and that is going to be a matte primer. So I'm going to go in with Benefit, and I'm going to put it in the areas where I tend to get really oily at, which is my forehead, my nose, and cheek area. Now, one thing I will say about this foundation, I don't know if this is something it does for all of the shades. I just know when it came down more towards the deeper shades, because obviously I'm looking for a foundation for my complexion, I noticed the foundation did oxidize. I don't know why it did that, but this is like my first time I've seen a foundation oxidize so strongly and so quickly. So I would say if you're looking to try this foundation out, definitely swatch her on the chin area, so that way it's matching your chest area, to see what the dry down color is going to be, because I had to exchange this 3 times to get my actual color, because I was like, I'm swatching and this is my color, but the dry down made me look so much deeper. So just make sure you find your correct shade. But if you are my shade twin, we are going to be in the shade 465, which is the shade called Move. All right, so I'm going to shake this up, because I always do this with all my foundations. Make sure you shake it up. All right, and I'm going to show you this little trick that it does. Now it looks extremely weird, color shifting and all this other stuff once I put it on my face, but once it dries down and once I blend it out, it's my shade. I don't know why it does that. I can't explain that part. Now if that's something that's going to bother you, then of course this foundation is not for you. But I'm just saying, if you want to try it, this is how you make it work. So I usually go in with about a good half a pump. Okay, I felt like that wasn't half a pump. Okay, this is it. Because it's, like I said, it's a lightweight, so I do go in with a little bit more than usual. Now as y'all can see, this foundation looks like it has gray like undertone. Like I'm not even blending it out, but you can see right away it's starting to change its color. So let me show y'all what I mean. So this looks like a grayish kind of foundation on me. I'm not even gonna blend this out. I'm just gonna let y'all see how it changes like right away. Crazy, right? I don't know why it does this. I really don't, but It took me 3 times to figure out why it did this. But once it dries out, like I'm telling y'all, I don't have any more complaints about that. It's just, I don't like this confusing part, but whatever. But it's still gonna give you the most beautiful skin-like foundation. Now, when I say skin enhancing, like they literally mean skin enhancing. It's not gonna look like you have on foundation whatsoever. So I am just gonna take my sponge just to make sure that I do blend this out correctly, because she will leave you patchy if you don't blend her out, and then people are gonna know that you have on foundation, okay? But this is literally supposed to enhance your skin. So if you're looking for something that's going to cover up your blemishes, it's not going to do that. I think this is really geared towards just giving you more like an even skin tone, more blur, radiant type of look. But it's not going to really cover up your imperfections, in my opinion. And I know y'all like, well, what's the point of wearing a tinted foundation? Look, some people like this to turn into this. This literally still looks like my skin, just a nice, beautiful, healthy glass skin glow is what this is giving. And a lot of people like this, especially if you are a dry girl. I see a lot of people leaning towards this. It's giving you natural skin, honey. Now, if you have blemish like me, like you see right here, I would definitely say go in with a second layer. It's definitely going to be beneficial to you. Now with this one, you're not going to blend this one out too quickly. So I'm going to slowly take my time with this and add more coverage. And then really hit that area where I need. Now again, I'm not going to super be so concerned about the coverage and stuff that I'm trying to cover, because once I put on concealer, I know this is going to cover up. But I do know a lot of people did not like this foundation for the simple fact that they did not give them a full coverage. And y'all have to think who created this brand. Serena Williams. I never known her to be a full coverage glam girl, so y'all should have known y'all was gonna get like a natural makeup brand from her. Every day on the go, just natural. Like when I think of Serena, I don't think of full glam. So this is what the foundation looks like. Like I said, not much coverage, but you can definitely see hyaluronic in here because it's giving such a beautiful hydrating glow. This is the foundation that I definitely recommend to all of my girls who don't like wearing foundation, for one, and two, for my dry and normal skin girls who is looking for a foundation that's going to be lightweight onto the skin. This is what I'm recommending to them. Now for my oily girls, I probably would not recommend this unless you're eager and want to try this foundation. Then of course, then I'll show you guys this. But I really feel like this foundation is really geared towards non-oily girls. Okay, so this is what the foundation looks like. I'm gonna be honest, being that I am a oily girl, I am gonna have some shine when I come back. So I just wanna put that out there. But I wanna show you guys that this doesn't budge, is the purpose of this wear test. But she's not going to like control my oils today, not at all. And the reason being is because it's a hydrating style of foundation. So it is 7:51. I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my face, and I'll come back and show you guys what this looks like. And if you guys want a reference of what I'm using, I have multiple videos. I will leave one of them down at the bottom so you guys can check it out. I will also leave what I am using on my face and probably give you like the perfect video on the products that I'm using down at the bottom. So make sure you guys check out the description box. But let me go ahead and finish my face so I can come back and give you guys my next timestamp to give you guys the full on wear test. Y'all can see why I like this foundation, right? Even with my powder spray and everything on, this foundation is still giving me a beautiful glow. This is why when I wear this foundation, people can figure out if I actually have on foundation or did I just use concealer and powders. This is what this foundation will do for you, even if you are a full coverage girl, even if you are an oily cover girl. This is why I will take in the hydration that this gives. Okay, that's why the prep is definitely important. And the finishing is very important. So I did go in with my Milani setting spray, and then I sealed it with the Revolution. Okay, so I want to let you guys know what I did use on my face. So let me give you guys a timestamp so I can go go about my day. It is 8:49 a.m. okay, so I'm gonna do what I need to do for the day, which is go to work, and then I'll come back and show you guys how this foundation holds up on a oily combo girl. And here we are. This is like, I didn't even plan on having this foundation on that long, you guys, but it is many hours later. It is 9:21. I look like this from using WYN Beauty Hydrating Foundation. The cheeks is glowy, but I feel like it's a healthy glow, and I'm not mad about this at all. Like, I can go several more hours throughout the day and go out. I really would go out just like this. I got stopped again so many times on what foundation I have on. What do I use to keep it on looking so good? WYN Beauty, okay? With the gripping primer is the perfect combo. Let me know. I really want you guys, I don't even really want you guys to go out and buy stuff, like if this is not something you're looking forward to. But if you already have this foundation and you're trying to make it work or figure it out, or even if you do have an interest in it, I'm telling you, I'll pair this with a gripping primer, especially Revolution. Both products are inexpensive. You're gonna have a beautiful, healthy, hydrating glow, long lasting. All right, and this is what the skin is looking like. I'm gonna take my little puff and I'm gonna blot it so you guys can see the difference. I'm not even gonna add any product on. I just want y'all to see the blot. I told you I can go another several hours later and go out with the girls, go get me a drink. Well, I don't even really drink, but go out with the girls, go get me something to eat, something like that. Like, don't let hydrating scare you. I've been learning to work with hydratings and serum foundations and glowy luminous foundations. Like, these have been like my favorite foundations so far. I don't know what it is. I'm still a matte girl, but learning how to work with the combination of having a well balance of a glowy product mixed with a matte product on an oily combo girl, it just does it for me now. I don't know what it is, but look at this. The skin is getting healthy glow. I like this. This is really beautiful. I really like this glow. Like, I have no complaints whatsoever. I really don't. Okay, let me know down in the comments how you guys feel about this foundation. If you have personally tried this out yourself, I would love to hear y'all thoughts and opinions about Miss WYN Beauty. Like I said, I think this is an underrated foundation that no one is talking about no more because it's not trending. It's not a new foundation, but I think it's still worth the try and worth the coins. Definitely 50%. I was like, what the heck? So let me know down in the comments if you guys have ever tried this foundation before, and if not, do you guys plan on trying her out now? I would like to know. But on that note, you guys have a beautiful day. Stay blessed, stay amazing, and I'll see you guys in my next upload.